We are now on day 12 of Depp versus the Sun. We have a couple more days left. This should be over next week. This isn't an indefinite thing, so we should have a resolution by next week. I can't say for sure what day, because originally this was supposed to be done this week, but things got a little behind last week. So I'm thinking maybe by Wednesday of next week, we should have a verdict on this case, maybe Friday at the latest. But there will be a resolution soon, and then we will move on to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's case here in America after that. Today wasn't a big day like the previous couple of days, but there were a couple of instances. So I think today was Amber Heard's last day on the stand. She might do one more. Johnny Depp's legal team is done talking to her. They've finished, as far as I can tell from everything that I got today. The news group for the Sun questioned her. And as you can expect, when they started talking to her, she became stunning and brave. They really softballed her, didn't ask her anything crazy. But once again, Johnny Depp's legal team did an excellent job in really breaking down some of the stuff that she had to say. She did get kind of caught up in a couple of things. I'm going to go over kind of the hot stuff for today's trial. It was a shorter trial too, by the way, today. Ended pretty early. Sometimes these things can go to like 1 p.m. my time. So they go for a while. But let's go over the highlights of today. We once again got some admission from her. So this kind of happened right at the start. Miss Laws, who represents Johnny, in case you don't know, asked her about some stuff in Australia. The Australia stuff is really what has been the dominant coverage for this. And one of the things that got brought up was Amber throwing things at him, like the bottles, right? So she asked Amber if she was, kind of feeling some rage, and she disagreed. She then asked her if she threw a bottle at Depp. She disagreed. However, she put it to her that she would throw things at Depp during fights, to which Heard replied, "I only throw things at him to escape. Sometimes that's all I had." She's also admitted today that she can have anger issues, or she might have said that yesterday. It's tough to keep track because she's been on the stand for like 3 days now, so it sometimes it runs over into itself. By the way, this is a picture of her showing up today. By the way, I think she's worn that outfit before. To be fair, Johnny has also worn the same stuff. I mean, they've been there for like 3 weeks now. Anyway, we got some more stuff here. Heard, Miss Laws said that Heard threw the bottle forcefully at Depp. Heard says that didn't happen. It was Johnny who was throwing the bottles, even though she already admitted that she threw the bottles. She also says at one point that he threw 30 bottles at her, like grenades. And this is actually a headline of a paper right now. They say that she threw bottles at her like they were grenades or something, which doesn't make any sense because, number one, I don't think it quite works that way. Here's the headline right here. You can see it. Amber Heard accuses Johnny Depp of throwing bottles like grenades, which is kind of messed up because that's not how... I don't think there were 30 bottles sitting around. They don't even live there. You tell me they just had 30 bottles of wine all over the place? Like, come on. They have like people that clean up after them and stuff. So I highly doubt that. That's just more exaggerations on Heard's part. She's been doing this quite a bit, but I don't think she quite realizes that when she admits that she's done these things that have been recorded, it makes her look pretty bad. But this is a common theme that I've noticed as she's given testimony, is a lot of the stuff that gets brought up, she will blame other people. Nothing ever seems to be her fault. That's something I've picked up right away from her. Nothing's ever her fault. It's always other people's fault. It's always other people, never Amber Heard. And if she does do something, and if it is her fault, like the bottles that she threw at him, That was because she had no other choice, because someone else was coming after her. Narcissist, man. We got more right here. So she made a statement about him. She says that she wanted him to be clean and sober, and that was the part that she loved about him, was when he was, and that everybody around him wanted him to get well and get help. She says everybody. However, we've heard from a lot of people, but nobody seems to say these things about him. It's only her. And another thing I realized, where is all her, there's only 2 people so far that have come to her defense. One of them did today and backed up her claims, and I'll get to that. But what I don't get is where's, Johnny Depp has marched all kinds of people up to talk about her. There's more of her past acquaintances coming out and saying that she's, a mean person than than anybody else. I find it funny. Does she not have any friends? So anyway, we got some more stuff here. Another claim. So there's some pictures of him when there's pictures of him when you see his finger, in the hospital and stuff. There's that cigarette burn on his cheek. She claims that he did that to himself. Johnny did that to himself. Burned his face. He did that to himself. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He often did things like that. His whole body is scars. That's a claim that she made as well. We go up to some more here. She admitted in the conversation, sometimes I lose my cool when I get angry, Heard said today. She says that, so the context of that is they're playing some audio. I believe it's at a party. They're not sure, but you can hear a woman's voice, but it's pretty quiet. I don't know if this is a conversation between Heard and Depp, because all this is text, so I don't know. Miss Law says this is a conversation between Heard and Depp, and that's when Amber said, sometimes I lose my cool when I get angry. I like that she admits this stuff. It's not a good look for her. They asked about the dogs in Australia stuff, where it was made quite clear. So if you don't know because I've never really talked about the Australia incident. I know that Umbrella guy has and a few other people. But in Australia, she brought their dogs, Pistol and Boo, into the country. They weren't supposed to do that because of some regulations with Australia. They don't want certain types of animals there, I believe, or something. I'm not 100% up on this, so you'll have to fact check this and look into this yourself. But according to several people, they had to do a public apology to avoid jail time or something over in Australia. And they were told several times not to bring the dogs into the country. Several people have said that Amber Heard wanted that to happen. She was very adamant that she was going to bring those dogs, and nothing was going to stop her. And they point that out. It was made quite clear to you that she couldn't take the dogs into Australia. Miss Laws is saying to Heard. The actress said she got mixed messages. No, from everything I've looked at in this, at no time did she get mixed messages. She was told pretty clearly not to bring the dogs. She did it anyway because Amber Heard is above the law, obviously. She also blames that on Johnny Depp. She took the blame. She wanted to protect Johnny because of the finger incident. So she took the blame, doing it as the kind person that she is. She decided to take the hit for Johnny Depp. She just does this a lot. A lot of stuff about the honeymoon also got brought up today. Several things. Went back to the late show that she went on. I believe the James Corden show. Because she made some pretty ridiculous claims during that. And then when you go on the show, or where she was on the show, she looks fine. There's no marks. She looks good. There's even a close-up picture where she's got her mouth open and stuff. And she looks fine. Let me show you that. So this is apparently her with black eyes and a busted lip. As you can see from the evidence, she looks quite fine. But apparently this is a lot of evidence here. There's obviously nothing there. There's nothing there. This was a big find. I don't remember when this got brought to the public eye, but you can see there's nothing there. We had a stylist, Johnny Depp's and hers, the one who did the makeup for her, said that she didn't have any marks or anything. And it's nice to see these pictures here because it backs up all those claims. There's also, I guess, pictures of her hair, which she claims Johnny Depp pulled out. But with that hair, like, I guess you can't see the roots, and apparently you would see those. So, I mean, there's just more stuff every day with this thing, and it's just getting ridiculous at this point. There was one more thing that I wanted to point out that goes along with what I was saying earlier with this, on how she likes to say a lot of the stuff is, not her fault or put it on somebody else. This was an interesting thing. So Johnny Depp's team went over a statement that was given before by Johnny Depp's estate manager. And they brought this up. Okay, in the statement, it said that she was insulting him, calling him names. And in the middle of the argument, she said to him, "Your career is over. No one is going to hire you. You're washed up, fat. You'll die a lonely man." Well, Miss Heard, she admits that those statements are a true fact. She did, or they were said. However, she didn't say them. Johnny Depp said them. It's just more stuff, man. I don't get it. Like, how can she just sit up here and say this? And no one really backs her up. Now, one person did. So they did take a break at one point today. And they had a little bit of a break because, well, not a break. She got a break from taking the stand because I think 2 people called in. One for sure. And this was a friend of hers that did her makeup, a stylist, and said that she did, in fact, have those marks before she went on that James Corden show, backing up what Amber Heard had to say. However, it's contradictory to the other stylist who made a statement before. So I just wanted to point that out. She does have at least one person now coming to her defense. Will there be more? We'll find out tomorrow and Friday. We should have a resolution to this case by next week. We should find out and actually have some kind of resolution to this. So we have that to look forward to. Will he win? Will he lose? I don't know. If there's anything I've learned from following court cases over the past couple of years, anything can happen. So we'll find out. Anyway, that's it. Leave me your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Also, if you would, please leave a comment, throw a like up, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.